in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. The ball's moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Quarterback gets the first down and more.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to... On the quarterback, you're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Rebels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Rebels in the hurry up. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Send the tight end in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers
turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Rebels! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Coming out with it, it's Newton. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Power football with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
looking for the goal line. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under fire. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Rushes on him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Garcia. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Richardson. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Moving away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Soft spot in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They're going back to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Cook. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the pressure.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keep it on the ground. Hard running there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
28, Tennessee, 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job. Get him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Can't get him to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun to give, looking for room. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. The Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense in press coverage. Here's a hit. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Matthews. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Knight. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Powers through the defender. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just went.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Vols send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Cook. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the net. Vikings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn and hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Rivers. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They want that clock to run. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
This running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out